Cardi B goes mad after Stef Diggs' surprise statement about their newborn son. The entire internet was in flames from the moment Stefon Diggs stepped in front of the cameras. It was meant to be a routine press appearance, brief, simple, controlled. But nothing about Stefon Diggs and Cardi B's new life had been simple since the complicated birth of their newborn son just weeks ago. Their baby boy, tiny, fragile, still recovering from the complicated surgery he underwent, had already become the center of endless speculation. Fans were whispering, bloggers were screaming, and the media was circling like sharks. But what Stefon said that evening? No one saw it coming. Not Cardi. Not the fans. Not even his closest teammates. And when Cardi B saw the clip, she snapped. The press conference that shook the world. Reporters filled the room with flashing cameras and low murmurs. Stefon looked exhausted, sleep-deprived, unshaven, wearing the same black hoodie he'd been wearing for days as he went back and forth from the hospital NICU. When the final question came, everything changed. A reporter asked softly, "Stefon, how is your son really doing?" Stefon inhaled sharply, stared down at the podium, and shocked everyone. "My son is fighting. And I'll say this, if he survives, I'm changing the direction of my whole life. Football, money, fame, none of that matters anymore." The room froze. Fans online froze. Cardi B, watching from the hospital room, froze. But then Stefon added something even crazier. "I'm ready to step away from everything if that's what it takes. I'll walk away, and I don't care who's mad about it." That last line hit Cardi like an emotional bullet. Cardi B's immediate meltdown. The moment the clip played, Cardi's eyes widened. She dropped her phone. The nurses around her panicked as she stood up from the hospital chair, pacing back and forth, running her hands through her hair. "Why he saying that on camera? He didn't talk to me first," she yelled. She wasn't angry because he cared about the baby. She wasn't angry because he was emotional. She was furious because Stefon just made a life-altering announcement to the world, one he didn't discuss with her. One that would affect both of them. One that would affect their son for the rest of his life. She stormed out of the NICU waiting room, pacing down the hallway in her oversized hoodie, crying, shaking, furious and scared at the same time. He can't just quit his whole career on a microphone. Does he even know what that means for us? For the baby? For everything we planned? Her voice cracked. She slammed her hand against the hallway wall. She was spiraling. Offset's messy comment didn't help. As if things weren't already chaotic, Offset decided to speak publicly, again. A blog account posted Stefon's clip, and Offset commented, "Man doing too much now." Thousands of comments immediately tore him apart, calling him messy, jealous, bitter. Cardi saw the comment, and that only made her more enraged. She screamed at her phone. "Off seat. Stay out of my damn family business." Now her emotions were ping-ponging between anger at Stefon, anger at Offset, fear for her baby, and panic about their future. Stefon walks into the hospital, and it gets worse. Stefon arrived at the hospital an hour later. He expected Cardi to cry into his chest like she always did. He did not expect a full hurricane. The moment she saw him walk through the NICU hallway, she marched straight up to him. "You didn't talk to me. You think you can quit football on live TV? You think you can make decisions for our family alone?" Stefon looked stunned. Completely stunned. He reached for her hands. She yanked them away. Other parents in the NICU pretended not to stare. Nurses looked uncomfortable. But nobody dared intervene. Stefon tried to explain. "Cardi. I'm scared. I'm scared of losing him. I'm scared of not being here. I'm scared of regretting." Cardi cut him off. "We are a team. You don't get to decide our future because you feel sad today." Her voice cracked with pain, not just anger. The real reason she lost it. Cardi's anger wasn't just about the career announcement. It was deeper. It was the fear that Stefan's emotional reaction was a sign he was breaking down, losing control, spiraling the same way she had been silently spiraling for weeks. She finally admitted it, voice trembling. "I can't hold everything on my shoulders while you fall apart. I'm trying to be strong, but I'm scared too." Her tears fell hard. Stefan was speechless. For the first time, both of them realized something. They weren't arguing about football. They were arguing about fear. Fear of losing their baby. Fear of losing each other. Fear of failing as parents. The heartbreaking moment in the NICU. Stefan gently took Cardi's wrist and led her into the room where their son lay in the incubator, tiny and hooked to monitors. The beeping was soft. The lights were dim. The baby's chest rose and fell gently, stronger now than last week. Stefan whispered. "Everything I said, it was for him. I'll give up anything for him. Even football." Cardi broke down, covering her mouth, tears streaming. She leaned her head against Stefan's shoulder, shaking. "Just don't make decisions without me. We're in this together. I need you." Stefan wrapped his arms around her tightly, whispering. "I'm sorry. You're right. I won't ever do that again." For the first time in weeks, they stood united, no cameras, no reporters, no noise. Just two terrified parents holding each other while their newborn fought for his life. But the internet? Oh, it was on fire. Tweets. Blogs. YouTube lives. Gossip pages. Everyone was talking about. Did Stefan just announce retirement? Why did Cardi snap? Is Offset stirring drama again? What's really going on with the baby? Some fans prayed. Some speculated. Some attacked Offset. Some defended Stefan. Everyone was waiting for Cardi to post something. And she did. A simple message on X. "Pray for my family. Please." The internet went silent. Even her haters paused. Because one thing was clear. This wasn't just celebrity drama anymore. This was love, fear, pain, and a family fighting to hold it all together. Here is an extremely long, dramatic, emotional, YouTube-ready fictional story exactly in your style. If you want a thumbnail after this, just tell me, "Generate thumbnail," and I'll do it in 16:9 with an arrow and a captivating title. White medium star Cardi B goes mad after Stef Diggs surprise statement about their newborn son. Very long, extremely dramatic fictional story. The night was supposed to be calm. After weeks of emotional exhaustion, hospital visits, and non-stop media pressure, Cardi B finally hoped for one quiet evening in the neonatal unit with Stefan Diggs and their fragile newborn son, baby 7. But the universe had other plans. The hospital room hour of truth. It was 10:47 p.m. when the heart monitor in baby 7's room beeped steadily, the soft glow of the machines reflecting on the tear-stained faces of both parents. Cardi held her tiny son's hand gently, humming a soft lullaby. Stef stood by the window, staring into the Boston skyline, visibly weighed down by guilt and fear. Cardi whispered, voice trembling. "He's fighting so hard, he's just like his father." Stef didn't answer. Instead, he swallowed hard, turned around slowly, and his expression revealed something Cardi had never seen before, the face of a man carrying a devastating secret. Stef Diggs' sudden statement. "Belcalis, we need to talk." Cardi's body froze. She placed baby 7's hand down gently and turned toward Stef with an uneasy expression. "What's that supposed to mean? Talk about what?" Stef took a shaky breath, wiping his sweaty palms on his jeans. "It's about our son. There's something I haven't told you. Something I've been hiding since the first emergency surgery." Cardi blinked rapidly, confusion turning into dread. "What are you talking about, Stefan? Hide what?" Stef's eyes glistened with tears. The doctors didn't tell you everything, and I told them not to. I asked them to wait until I found the right moment. Cardi took one step closer, her heartbeat pounding loudly in her ears. Stefan, what did you say? He exhaled sharply and confessed. Seven's condition, it didn't just happen. I passed something genetic to him. Something I knew I had, and I never told you. Cardi B loses it. Cardi's jaw dropped. Her hands shook. Her voice broke. Wait, you're telling me my baby's been suffering and you knew this could happen? You knew. Stef tried to reach for her, but Cardi backed away, trembling. You let me blame myself. You let me cry every night thinking it was something I did. Something I ate. Something during pregnancy. And this whole time. You knew. Her voice cracked so violently a nurse walking past glanced inside. Stef collapsed into a chair, head in his hands. I didn't want to tell you because I thought, maybe he wouldn't get it. Maybe he would be okay. I didn't want you to leave me. I didn't want to risk our relationship. I was scared. Cardi stared at him in disbelief, tears streaming uncontrollably. Leave you? I'm fighting for my son's life and you're worried about losing me? Her voice rose. You kept this a secret while I held our baby through seizures, through surgeries, through nights I thought we'd lose him. She slammed her hand against the wall in frustration, sobbing. The room explodes with emotion. Baby Seven's monitor beeped faster as Cardi's voice filled the room. A nurse hurried inside. Guys, please, we need to keep the environment calm. But Cardi couldn't stop. So all this time, all this pain, all this fear, could have been prevented? Treated earlier? Managed better? Stef choked on his tears. Yes, maybe. I'm so sorry. Cardi grabbed her purse, wiping her face. Furiously. I can't even look at you right now. I'm going to step out before I say something I can't take back. The hallway breakdown. As she walked out, Cardi nearly collapsed against the hallway wall. A security guard and nurse rushed toward her. She waved them off and slid down until she was sitting on the floor, hiding her face. Minutes passed. A doctor approached quietly, kneeling next to her. Cardi. I think it's time you know everything. She lifted her swollen, red eyes. Please, just tell me the truth. The doctor's shocking reveal. The doctor sighed heavily. Stefan does indeed carry a rare genetic cellular disorder. He informed us privately early on. We recommended early intervention, but he insisted we delay telling you until the biopsy results were confirmed. Cardi's eyes widened. Delay telling me? So you all kept this behind my back? The doctor swallowed. We followed parental request protocol. We are deeply sorry for what this has caused. Cardi felt the hospital hallway spinning. So, my baby suffered longer. Because of this? Because of his fear? The doctor nodded solemnly. We caught the condition, but late. We're doing everything we can. But early detection could have made a significant difference. Cardi felt something inside her snap. Returning to the room. She marched back inside. Stef lifted his head, tears streaming, whispering. It's not what you think. Cardi cut him off sharply. Don't you dare. Don't you dare speak right now. She pointed at him, shaking. You hid the truth and almost cost our son his life. Her voice cracked again. I'm not sure I can forgive this, Stefan. Not now. Not like this. Stef begs forgiveness. Stef fell to his knees in front of her, grabbing her hands desperately. Please. I was scared. I didn't want you to think I was damaged. I didn't want you to choose someone else. I didn't want to lose you and my son. Cardi shook her head as tears spilled down her cheeks. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. But right now, I can't be near you. You broke me in a way I can't explain. She pulled her hands away and walked back to baby Seven's crib. The final heartbreaking moment. Cardi leaned over her fragile newborn son, stroking his tiny head. My baby. I'm so sorry you had to go through this. Mommy is here. I'm never letting anyone hurt you again. The machines beeped softly as she whispered. I'm going to fight until you breathe on your own. Until you walk. Until you run. I promise you, baby.